Nothing divides the indivisible. The indivisible is the reality. The divided is the imagined. Living in division is living in imagination, mistaking the imagination to be real. These mind impressions of separation and division are what we refer to as suffering and ignorance. What you are is indivisible. Unborn. You repeat to yourself, I am this person, I am this person, I am this person. And you believe it. And as soon as you do, you are in the misery. You are in the mind. With all the problems that this person has. The main problem is the imagined separation, the imagined me. And from that, there are all sorts of concerns about your future happiness, the future happiness of this person. It's always in the future. And there are all sorts of conditions, all sorts of tasks that this person needs to accomplish in order to be happy tomorrow. They have to do all sorts of things today in order to be happy tomorrow. We know this doesn't work. It haunts us in our dreams. It upsets us during our waking state. We yearn for the peace and the happiness, which is what we are. But when we imagine that we are this mortal body-mind, we've separated ourselves from wholeness. We've separated ourselves from the seamless, from the infinite. And we feel finite. We yearn to be reconnected. We yearn for the wholeness that we know we are. But that we forgot that we are. So we have a genuine intention to realize our true nature, to realize the happiness, the freedom, the beauty, causeless peace, but we look out through our senses. We look out through the mind that divides, that labels, that compares and measures, that prefers, that argues. That perceives an external world, that perceives a personal body, that perceives itself as the reality. We look out onto the world and we notice happiness, imagined happiness out there in a glitter. We actually do perceive real beauty. We perceive a couple in love. We can sense that. We can sense the beauty. We perceive the beauty. We recognize the beauty. And so we want that same experience. We wish we could have that same relationship that we mistake to be the source of love and happiness. We look out onto the world and we perceive comfort into the world. We perceive ease and well-being in the world. It could be a beautiful vacation home that a friend owns, or a beautiful home. What seems to be an easy job. We recognize an ease in the world, but we mistake this ease to be in a job or in a home, in a certain acquisition. And so we pursue that. The mind perceives objects out there. And so the mind pursues that. Desire that's rooted in the person, the imagined person, is very sneaky. It can even dress up in holy cloak. It's still a personal desire. What accompanies it is a sense of lack, insufficiency, a sense of incompleteness right now, with a promise of a future happiness in wealth, in relationship, in health of the body. Future promises that veil the current sense of lack and insufficiency. We hope the remedy is going to come to us tomorrow. Through the mind. We follow the mind. We obey and listen to the mind and the feelings that accompany. We use them as our guide. And so we chase and chase. That this entire affair is based on your belief that you are a person, your forgetfulness, that you are the wholeness of presence, seamless consciousness, that conceives creates and perceives. That is freedom itself. You, the true, undivided self. Nothing divides the indivisible. Nothing divides consciousness. Consciousness is the reality of your experience, is the reality of this, of every this, of everything. It's only one reality. And this reality is not personal. Not personal. You are not personal. You are not personal. So this imagined identification as a body-mind creates a sense of unhappiness and contraction in the body. The me feeling. Is a virus in the space at the feeling level. It's there. A faint malaise that's there that accompanies our waking state and our dream state. Slight annoyance, sense of incompleteness. And we develop habits to distract us away. Make us numb in a way. Rather than being fully present to this malaise in an open, curious, interested, vulnerable, and willing way, rather than being fully exposed and willing to go all the way. To get to the bottom of this sense of insufficiency. We develop habits to numb and distract us away. They could be substance habits, drinking, eating, traveling, exercising, constantly seeking company, needing to be constantly engaged in the world, workaholic habits, thinking habits. And these habits do not provide the happiness. They require effort and maintenance. So we imagine that we must try harder, increase the dose. But with this increased involvement in the habit, in the cover-up, comes an increased unhappiness, an increased sense of me. And not the thinning out of ignorance. We find our body-mind getting more and more rigid. Calcification of the joints in the body-mind. The psychological stuckness. The mind divides. It perceives ghosts, angels, and satanic creatures. It's constantly in the seeking and avoiding process that is deeply unhappy. It's haunted by fears. But you can rather than struggling with the imagined, with the felt, you can be still available in being still. There is an availability, an openness, a natural willingness already it is well-being in the stillness itself. The stillness that is not expecting any result. So trusting the stillness, trusting what is, trusting whatever is unfolding, recognizing that whatever is unfolding out of grace, out of the eternity, the infinity of consciousness. In that recognition is the shift from the mind to the divine. Trusting that nothing can hurt you. You as consciousness, nothing can attain you, touch you. You are not a mind event. You are not an object in time and space. You are the peace, the source, the joy, the happiness. You are that. You are the source of all divine qualities. You do not lack them. It's a habitual mind that's constantly looking at you as an object, as a form. Habitually you believe it because of the feeling states. It comes to you in your body. It scares you in your sleep, in your waking state. You are not on a time clock. Consciousness is not on a time clock. You are not this body. This body appears to you as a dream, like all what appeared to you in your night dream last night. This is an apparition. This world, body, mind appears to you as a wakeful dream, as a waking dream. Like the night dream comes and goes, the waking dream night comes and goes. No concern for you, no concern for you, you as consciousness. You're not augmented or diminished by the night dream, nor are you threatened by the night dream. It is also so in the waking dream. It is. But you have to be open. Let go of this identification. Recognize that you are that does not appear. You are that to which perception appears, a sensation appears, a feeling appears, a thought appears. You are not anything that appears. You are the infinity and eternity, the reality of consciousness. You can release all the sensations in your chest, in your belly, in your neck, in your face, the thoughts, the memories, the feelings. You can release it all, give it all to the divine. Divine is right here, right now, this infinite presence, borderless presence, belonging to no one, available through and through. Surrender. Surrender at the feeling state, at the somatic level. Surrender your body-mind. Surrender every vibration of your being. Your legs and your thighs and your back and your neck and your feet. Your hands, your fingers, your face and your eyes. Allow this vibration to resonate with God, to resonate with the divine. Let go. Do not worry. Don't be concerned.